friends and spiritual travelers. This is Mr. Owl. We have another pick a card reading for you today. Today's theme is all about your future spouse. So that person that you're going to marry or the person that will be your partner for life. So we'll start with the oracle cards to get an idea about their personality traits, maybe what they do, and then head on to the tarot cards to get any further information that Spirit wants to let us know about them, maybe how you'll meet them, get an idea of when you might meet them also. So we have 4 piles for you today to choose from. Pile 1 is with the peach arrow magnet. Pile 2 is the purple arrow. Pile 3 is the lime green arrow. And pile 4 is the light blue arrow. So please use your intuition to choose a pile. Remember, this is a general reading, so take only that which resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Thank you all for watching my videos and for being here and supporting me. I really appreciate it. It's great to have you with me. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and let's get started with pile number 1 to find out all about your future spouse. Hello and welcome pile 1 with the lovely peach colored magnet or arrow. Let's get an idea about your future spouse. We get an idea about their personality, maybe what they do for a living. Anything Spirit wants us to know. We'll start with your oracle cards. Your first card is the sexuality card, number 13. Openness, sharing, beauty, and honor. Interesting. Oh, that's a positive omen, isn't it? You have the creativity card, number 35. Imagination, expression, originality, and passion. Lovely. You have the whale spirit, number 65. Trust in the great mystery. Beautiful. You have number 38. Dream the world into being, the lizard spirit. Beautiful. Interesting. The first thing I'm noticing, pile 1, which is a strong synchronicity anyway, 65 and 38 both reduced to 11. 11 for pile 1. And today happens to be the day that I'm filming. It happens to be November 11th, 11/11. So I think that's a very strong and significant synchronicity or a sign. I sense that maybe you'll be seeing signs leading you towards this person before you meet this person. Leading up to the time that you actually meet, you'll start seeing more signs and synchronicities. So really pay attention to any coincidences that you may see or any sort of similar occurrences that occur over and over and over. I think the more frequently they start to occur, the more likely that you are going to, come into a chance encounter where you meet your future spouse or your divine counterpart. And with the whale spirit here too, trust the great mystery. I have a feeling it's going to happen probably very mysteriously, like when you least expect it, pile 1. So try and pay attention to any sort of signs and synchronicities that you see and take note of the frequency you start seeing them too, is what I'm getting. But I'm also seeing here with the number 13 and sexuality, and also with the creativity card, it says that passion and expression. This is somebody that, obviously with the sexuality card, there's going to be a lot of passion and desire in this relationship. Strong sexual attraction is what I'm getting. This is someone that I sense is going to be very alluring to you, that may take your breath away when you first meet them, and take what resonates like lust at first sight, maybe love at first sight for you, pile 1, is what I'm getting. I just see a lot of passion in this relationship, absolutely. But this is also somebody too that you can be very, very open and honest with. Somebody that conversation I sense with the creativity card there related to your throat chakra is just inspires you to be a better person. And I sense like you just have open, loving, compassionate conversations with so much in common with each other, I'm getting. Like you have very, very strong similar interest, I see from the cards. Not only in terms of, in the bedroom, I think, but in most aspects in life too. I think they bring out the best in you with the creativity card. Somebody that you just thoroughly enjoy being around in all sense of the word. And not surprising if this is your future spouse, they're like your divine counterpart, your soulmate in a sense, somebody that has more in common with you than just like sexual attraction is what I see from the cards, absolutely. I also am seeing here too, I think that this person's probably going to be a little bit unique and quirky. With the creativity card, imagination, expression, I just sense that this person's probably a little odd. They may dress differently to other people, or there's going to be something about their appearance, I think, that's very, very striking and unique. So pay attention to when you meet somebody new for the first time, someone that I think you'll find quite attractive. If there's anything very unique about their appearance or something about them that just makes you, that piques your interest, I'm sensing for you, Pile 1, is what I'm getting. I also see with the number 65 in the Whale Spirit, Trust the Great Mystery, that your life is going to unfold like you could never have imagined with this person. I sense you're going to achieve amazing things. Like the future that you were planning on or working towards currently right now, Pile 1, I think maybe is going to be blown out of the water, and your priorities are going to change because this person is going to inspire you to maybe make different goals and have a different outlook in life. Noting with the creativity card here, imagination and expression, originality too. This is somebody that I think is very, very unique in their thought processes. Through conversation and the things that they say, I think maybe you're going to broaden your horizons about what life is all about and what you actually want to achieve in life. So they're going to inspire you to be a better person and allow you to grow in so many different ways. I'm getting from the cards. Really, really beautiful for you, Pile 1. Dream the world into being too, right? So this does indicate that you will achieve your goals. The things that you actually want from life are things that together you can both work towards in your future. But I just think with the trust and the mystery that there's going to be some other goals that you take on, or maybe even change your perspective in life somehow, which is, all about growing and loving in a sense. Beautiful reading so far for you, Pile 1. Moving on from that. You heard the new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. Wow, that's beautiful. And I think that really says it all, right? Sexuality and bring love into the equation. This relationship has it all, like attraction and desire, strong passion, love and acceptance I see also, but also just like so much in common. This person like inspires you to rethink whatever it is that you want from life or what you think life is all about in a sense. You have the new moon in Aquarius too, as I mentioned earlier. Originality. There's something very unique and interesting about this person. I think they probably dance to the beat of their own drum. They might be quite eclectic or quirky. Maybe they have a bizarre sense of humor too, which I think you'll probably find quite endearing and attractive. Aquarians are very, very intelligent too, so I just have a feeling this is somebody that is very witty too, quite sharp-witted. Probably allows you to start thinking about things that maybe you've never even thought of before in life. Like broadens your horizons in a sense, opens your mind up. A beautiful relationship that has it all is what I'm seeing. And you have the fixed moon. Lovely. Hold your vision. Okay. I love that you got the fixed moon, right? Aquarius is the fixed air sign, which indicates to me this person has some strong values and probably doesn't like budge from their values. They may inspire you to start sort of seeing things from a different perspective, Pile 1. I just think that they're very intelligent. They're going to open your mind up to things that you've never thought about, or to new passions and desires in a sense, not only in terms of like what you want to do in reality, but in terms of what you want to achieve in the future and what life is all about. But I see here too, with the fixed moon, hold your vision, falling under the dream the world into being. This does indicate to me that maybe there's a need for you not to get too swayed by this person, to not really give yourself over completely, to be your own individual in your own right. Because I sense this person is just going to like take your breath away and make you want to just sort of submit in all aspects of the word is what I'm seeing. And I do mean that in a very positive sense, but there's a need for you really to just focus on your own dreams too. That if there are things that you want to like achieve in your own life, then keep working towards it. I am also seeing too with the lizard spirit, dream the world into being and hold your vision. That if you want to get married, this most definitely is on the cards. That you can have the life that you want with your soulmate, and whatever vision that is for you. If it's in a nice, beautiful house out in the suburbs with 2 kids, then they see that. If it's maybe moving to a foreign country and living a very unique and different lifestyle, then I see that also. So whatever your vision is for you, pile 1, commit to that. And I sense that this person will be happily on board with whatever it is that you want to achieve in your own life. Beautiful. Moving on from that, let's see what further messages Spirit has for you from the Common Rider-Waite Tarot. I think you also got 1111, right, which is the angel number. I just said that this is probably like a soulmate relationship, a karmic relationship, someone that you're supposed to meet so that you can actually expand your horizons, is what I'm seeing. Absolutely. This person inspires you to start learning new things, want to learn new things, want to try new things. Really embrace all aspects of life is what I'm getting. Spirit, any further messages, please, for pile number 1? I'm also noticing too, so you have the new moon in Aquarius with the water bearer and the water coming out of a vase. I'm not sure what that is. You have the whale spirit immersed in water, and you have the creativity card, which looks like a lot of like water splashes on the ground. You may want to live near water with this person. You may move to a location that's near the ocean or by a lake or something like that. But I just sense water dealing with your emotions, right? This person not only is highly intellectual, but allows you to really openly express your emotions. They're not afraid of emotions. They bring out positive emotions. They help you work through any hardships that you may be going through in life. Somebody that really just supports you in every aspect of life is what I'm getting. Beautiful reading. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 1? Look at the Page of Pentacles there. Sorry, the Page of Swords in reverse, I should say. Ah. Yeah, okay. As I mentioned, this is somebody I can see already with the cards that have come out that really like allows you to expand your consciousness in a sense. Has some unique ideas about what life is all about and what they want to achieve in life. With the Page of Swords there and the 8 of Swords in reverse, this does indicate to me that this person, I think, to start with, is quite stubborn in terms of their own views of life and their own values in a sense. But somebody that I see here just allows you to expand your own thoughts of what you want to achieve in life in a sense. Helps guide you out of your fears of like actually going after the things that you want. Allows you to see things from a different perspective and to see things more clearly. To get your own priorities right, or even change your values and priorities is what I'm getting for your pile 1. Absolutely. And I don't think it's a bad thing at all. It's just about growth and new experience, really. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 1? There's 4 cards for you. Next card you came out is the Ace of Cups, which is really beautiful. A new love, right? And you have the 9 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, interesting you've got the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, a progression. Similar to 1111. So I do think you need to pay attention to any signs and synchronicities leading up to meeting this person. Like your guides are really sort of trying to capture your attention on how you can actually meet this person, to let you know that this is somebody that you're meant to, open up to and share so much love with and have a beautiful future with. Absolutely. I just sense that they're going to help you heal is what I'm getting, pile 1. I see a lot of healing here in this relationship. With all of these cards in reverse, overcoming any limiting beliefs, allowing you to break free of any any fear that you may have, or anything that's restricting you in life, overcoming your own fear of success, maybe releasing any anguish or anxiety, and maybe allowing you to see things from a different perspective. I see a lot of healing in this relationship too. So you may have gone through you may currently be in a place, pile one, where you're not really sure what it is that you want from life, or you're still working out your own values, what's important to you, what it is you want. This person helps you expand your consciousness and your horizons and beliefs about what life is all about, but also allows you to heal from any sort of grief or anxiety, traumatic experiences from your past. There's a lot of love here and a lot of healing, and I think that's really, really beautiful. And I sense you really need it, pile one. Bring love into the equation, and the Ace of Cups falling on the new moon in Aquarius. I think that's amazing. Somebody that just sees the beauty within you and helps you start to see the beauty in yourself too, and see what it is that you have to offer, and really encourages you to be the best person you can be and go after your dreams, to hold your vision and to make big things come true. Amazing. This person is really a gift from the divine, right? Lucky you, pile one. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day. And let's move on to pile two. Hello, welcome pile two with a lovely, I think it's a lilac color actually. I'm going to say a lilac arrow. Let's find out all about your future spouse, maybe about their personality, things that you want to know about them. We'll start with your oracle cards. Here, the responsibility card, number 20, self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. Nice. You have number 33 in the sound card, music, silence, rhythm, and vibration. You have number 9, the brown bear spirit, take time out. I love this card. You have number 10, interesting, buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Interesting. I'm actually filming this last out of all of the readings because I like to start them up, change them up sometimes. I tend to find that my first reading isn't always the best, so I'm doing this one last. And out of the three of the 4 piles have had some sort of progression or some sort of synchronicity. You've also got 33 there, right? Like a recurring number. I almost sense that, you know what I'm getting with this actually? I think for you, pile one, this person's going to really encourage you to get certain aspects of your life together, or really to take responsibility for your life in a sense. And I mean that in a really positive way. I think this person is somebody that is very responsible, has probably already achieved a lot in their own life. With number 10 here, the abundant universe will provide. I have a feeling that they're probably going to be quite wealthy, or they've actually got a lot going on for them already in life. They may have achieved a lot in their career, or they're very, very dedicated anyway. They have some lofty goals that they're working towards, I sense. And also, I love that the lilac here is falling under the arrow, which is, I just think, another beautiful synchronicity. That wasn't actually intended, who knew? And I think maybe they're going to encourage you to be like the best you can be. I have a feeling what I'm getting with the sound card there, either you or this person is quite creative. You may have a creative talent, or you may be very artistic somehow. You may play a musical instrument potentially, or have some sort of creative talent that you're working on. And I think maybe this person is encouraging you to really work on that and to nurture it, to put a lot more time and energy into it, to allow it to grow into something bigger, to take responsibility of your creative talents, or you may even want to potentially be an entrepreneur, and this person has a lot of skills and know-how of what it is you need to do to get your business off the ground or something like that. So this is somebody I think that maybe will come into your life at a very important time that encourages you to really go after your biggest dreams and desires, and to believe in yourself is what I'm getting. Absolutely. I also just see here with the buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. I think this is going to be someone that is more than you could ever have imagined, in a sense, pile 2. I think they're going to have a lot going for them, and I think maybe they're going to be able to help you like get your life started, in a sense, or at least like level up, or to take that next step in your career, or whatever it is that you want to actually achieve in your own life, in your own right. I am also sensing here too, this is similar I think to pile, it might have been pile 3, that maybe you've been through a bit of a rough time, pile 2. And the reason I say that is that you have the brown bear, take time out. With the responsibility card there, and the little seedling just starting to grow and burst through the soil. Also with the abundant universe, it says the abundant universe will provide, in terms of like, maybe you haven't come from an upbringing where you've had a lot of support, or you didn't have people that believed in you, or maybe potentially in your childhood you didn't have a lot of resources, you really struggled financially, your family didn't have a lot, in a sense, and you're starting almost from nothing, or at least you feel like you're starting from nothing maybe. So this person's going to come into your life at a time when I think you really want to break free of those like limiting structures that are keeping you from living the life that you want, and I think will help you sort of get started in life, take off, and help you move towards the things that you want to achieve, which I think is really amazing. So in a sense, I think they really, really love you. They're going to be very supportive of your own wishes in life, I think. They're going to encourage you to like nurture anything that you want to put your mind to and work on. I also think they're just going to help you get really like structured, in a sense, and get really grounded about what it is you need to do to achieve the things that you want in life, because I have a feeling this person's been through it all before. So I am sensing that maybe this person's going to be a little bit older than you, that they've got a few more years experience, that they've been there and done that, in a sense. Like the brown bear, right, kind of gives me an image of, kind of reminds me of the Emperor in tarot, which is like almost a fatherly figure, and I don't mean that in terms of like a gender, but just somebody that has a bit more experience in life, that is more disciplined and structured, and knows what you need to do in order to be successful, is what I'm getting. Beautiful. Moving on from that, you have the new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. And you have the new moon in Libra. Lovely. A new romantic cycle begins. That's beautiful. I think that says it all. And I'm going to put that right there, falling under the buffalo spirit and the lilac. All three, they're all the same color, which I think is quite synchronistic. I also am sensing, similar to pile 1, that maybe for you, pile 2, you're going to be led to meeting this person through a lot of signs and synchronicities. So a lot of coincidences in your life will start to ramp up. You'll see more and more of them as you get closer and closer to meeting this person. And I sense it's going to be at a time when maybe you really want to like get dedicated to something that you want to create in life, is what I'm getting. Because I do see this being a very creative group. I love that you got the new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. And I mean, that says it all, right? A new romantic love, meeting your soulmate, someone that supports you and wants the best for you, in a sense. Beautiful too that you've got the twins in the new moon in Gemini. Lots of balance here in this relationship. I think maybe you're going to have things that help them be a better person too. So maybe, I think potentially for you, pile 2, you're going to be able to help soften them out a little bit. That because you've been through maybe a harsh upbringing, or you've had some experiences in life that weren't so easy to overcome, that you've kind of mellowed a little bit. It's allowed you to be a lot more compassionate and loving to other people, and understanding of other people that are going through hard times. And I think maybe you're going to help them like mellow out a little bit, and to soften, to be more gentle and loving. I see them balancing you out in terms of being more dedicated and grounded, getting structured about what it is that you want to do, devising a bigger plan about what you want from life, in a sense. So in a sense, you bring together like two different sides of the coin, and I think you make a perfect couple in that sense. But also with the new moon in Gemini, communication is key. this really does indicate to me that like conversation's just going to flow really easily with you. There's going to be a lot of like positive banter. I sense this person is quite intelligent too. They may be in a role where I just am picturing like a motivator, some sort of motivational speaker, or somebody that's in a role where they lead other people and mentor other people to like, making things happen, in a sense, is what I'm getting. Beautiful. I am also seeing too with the new moon in Libra ruled by Venus, all about sensuality and love and beauty. And with the woman in the sound card, like flowing, I think they're going to be quite graceful in some way. There's going to be something about them in terms of the way they look that is quite alluring and beautiful. I think you're going to be quite attracted to them too, which is, I think, is really lovely for you, pal, too. Nice. Moving on from that. I just love how those three cards fell under each other. I don't plan these things when I'm looking at the cards, but that's quite lovely, I think. And purple is my favorite color of note. Moving on. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number 2? How they're going to meet their future spouse, the person that encourages them to really go after their dreams and desires, that helps support them through their hardships. I just love that you got the buffalo spirit too. The abundant universe will provide, right? I just sense that like your life's going to be like a dichotomy in a sense, pal, too. You may have had a really hard upbringing and didn't have a lot in life at a younger age, but I see with this person your future is looking really, really bright. With the abundant universe providing, that indicates to me that you're going to have a lot of success and probably a lot of wealth. Enjoy the finer aspects in life with Libra there, like ruled by Venus, of beauty, of grace, of the finer aspects in life, in a sense. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 2? I am also seeing too with the responsibility card, as I mentioned, this person is probably almost, I'd say they probably are used to being a provider in a sense, that because they've had so much success, a lot of experience, I think they're just going to like really care for you and nurture you, really like support you and love you. I see a lot of like intimacy and affection. So this person is very, very tactile, very loving, likes to show their love to you through, warm embraces. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 2? Ooh. Cards don't really want to come out for you. There's one. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, the cards didn't really want to come out for you, pal, too, but that's alright. So the card that did flip there is the Page of Pentacles. I'm actually getting a lot of messages from this, so bear with me. It's in reverse, and I think that's because, as I mentioned, this is all about you finding your own self-confidence and believing in yourself. I think maybe this group is very creative and they want to start something, or I sense maybe you to and fro because of your upbringing and maybe not feeling as if you were the most supported, or people didn't actually openly, affectionately love you, or something like that, pal, too. You've had a bit of a rough time in your past, so like confidence and self-belief doesn't come easy for you. But this person I just see actually helps you work on that. I like to think the cards that are in reverse hold the potential to owning that energy in a sense. It's kind of like kinetic energy. Once you tap into it, it's exposed. Like offering something new to you. Noting that it's also pentacles, right? Related to like earthly matters. Enjoying the finer aspects in life. I just think they're going to allow you to see the beauty in life again. Like really open your eyes to the magic in the world. Overcome any experiences from the past that were hurtful, or that have maybe caused you to shut in and hide away from the world. I think they're going to help you nurture. I love that, like, isn't that interesting? how the page there is almost holding the pentacle in the same grip as the responsibility card, which I think is like very, very telling. Encouraging you to go after, to nurture your own goals, to nurture your own desires, to really work on the things that you want, and to believe in yourself is what I'm getting. With the yellow here too, surrounding the Page of Pentacles, which is all about your solar plexus chakra, finding that confidence within, starting to believe in yourself. Communication is free in a sense, like putting yourself out there and allowing yourself to be seen and being really confident in doing that, actually thoroughly enjoying your life in a sense, like having the confidence to be the person that you want to be, which I think is really, really beautiful. This person really like is supporting you and nurturing you in terms of like embracing you and looking after you. I think they're going to be very, very affectionate and tactile, but also in terms of actually encouraging you to make big things happen in your life. And I think you could not ask for anything more in a loving partner, pal too. So you're very lucky. And your final card that came out is the Two of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Yeah, and what I'm getting from that, I know that it's usually about a choice, making a decision based on your logic, you know, shutting your mind off, not really knowing what to do. I just think they're going to allow you to like let the guard down. They're taking, I sense for you, pal, too, because you may have had a really hard upbringing, that you don't open up to people very, very easily. With the woman crossing her heart there in the Two of Swords. And because it's in reverse, it's about releasing that energy in a sense. Like opening up to people and communicating. This person is also encouraging you to heal too. I'm getting a lot of healing energy from this reading. That because they've got so much knowledge and know-how, and they can see the potential within you, right? With the Page of Pentacles, it's all about potential. They want you to achieve amazing things, and they want you to heal. And I think they're going to help you through a lot of darker experiences in your life and start to like see the magic in life again, which I think is really beautiful. Lucky you, pal, too. That's all I have for you. I hope that resonates with you. If it does, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's move on to pile 3. Hello and welcome, pile 3, with the lovely lime green arrow. Let's find out all about your future spouse. Maybe get an idea about their personality. We'll start with your oracle cards. Your first card is a card of faith. Lovely. Hope, support, miracles, and spirituality. That's beautiful. You have the emotional balance card. Nice. Number 27. Stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. Okay. And you have the rabbit spirit, number 49. Now is a lucky time. Ooh. And you have the cow spirit, number 15. The miracles are endless. Beautiful. Oh, okay. What I'm instantly drawn to is that you have the word miracles here at number 48 in faith, and miracles in the cow spirit, number 15. I am sensing for you, pile 3, that you have been through a rough time. You've had a bit of a hard life, I think. And I think maybe you've never given up faith that your life can be better. With the faith card there, you've always had hope that things will improve. And I do see with the emotional balance card that you're starting to find peace within. But what I am seeing in terms of your future spouse, especially with the cow spirit, the miracles are endless, is that you will meet your future spouse when you're feeling at a place where you're finally at peace with who you are, and at peace with who you are, and at peace with like your past and the things that you've been through. I think you're going through a phase right now. You might be going through the dark night of the soul, or you're at least starting to come out of it too with the emotional balance card here. Moving from like the dark with the clouds here, like the storm, into the light with the rainbow, like as a blessing from the divine saying, you know, this bad phase of your life is over. What have you learned from it in a sense? Almost when you're at a point where you are really at peace within again and you've got your emotions right, your cup is full. You're starting to love yourself and actually be at peace with the experiences that you've been through. I just sense that this group has really had a really tough life is what I'm getting. But I think those of us that go through the darkest phases in life tend to come out of it having so much more compassion and empathy for those that are also going through dark experiences, and really being able to like draw upon our own inner resolve to realize how strong we are and what we have to offer, in a sense. If we can overcome the darkness, then we can really get through anything in life. And I really just sense that when you're at a place where you are really at peace with the person that you are and actually starting to see the blessings for the experiences that you've been through in your hardships, pile 3, that's probably when you're going to meet your spouse, is what I'm getting from the cards. Like the miracle will be handed to you when you're actually starting to feel the love for yourself. I always like to think also that, when we're at peace with who we are and we have so much love for ourselves and we're radiating positive energy out to the universe, and that kind of is matched to us, right? And that's when we're most likely to meet our soulmate, somebody that like matches our vibration and really has similar interests, has probably been through similar experiences and can, quite deeply empathize with who you are and what you're all about, what you've been through in life, in a sense. This is a group that I sense potentially, take what resonates, pile 3, this will be only for some of you, but this may be a group that associates with the LGBTQ label, like myself, with the rainbow there from the emotional balance, being on the gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexual, intersex or queer spectrum somehow. You may have had a tough upbringing, in a sense that maybe people didn't actually accept you for who you are, and it's taken you a long time to really start to love and accept yourself. But the divine comes in when we really most need it, right, to help us through the darkness. And I think maybe that's what's happened for you. You're starting to find peace within, and I really sense quite soon for you, pile 4, is when you're going to meet this person that answers all of your prayers with the miracles card. The cow spirit, the miracles are endless. Beautiful things are coming in your future, I'm getting, absolutely. Your luck, now is a lucky time. Your luck is turning around. I think you're going into a new chapter of your life where things are just going to start flowing for you a little bit better. And in love, you're going to meet somebody that really just answers all of your prayers. What I am sensing also is this person's going to be someone that I think maybe you could never have imagined would enter your life or be interested in you, pile 3. This is someone that's just going to take your breath away. Somebody that, I just see with the miracles are endless card here and the faith card, hope, support, and miracles. This is somebody that has it all going for them. And in terms of what you want from a partner, they tick every box and more, I'm thinking. I also sense that the life that you have together is going to be phenomenal, that you're going to be able to achieve amazing things together. Like whatever it is that you want from the future, I think with this partner, you'll be able to not only achieve those goals, but go beyond what you could ever have imagined. I am also seeing here too with the rabbit spirit, pile 3. Now is a lucky time. That does indicate to me that soon, very, very soon, I'm assuming, because it does say now is a lucky time that you probably will meet this person, or at least when you're really at that place where you start to love the person that you are and actually accept yourself for who you are, warts and all, as they say. But with the rabbit spirit, which is also a totem for fertility, right? You can see the little bunnies down the bottom there, the little baby bunnies. I do sense that this is somebody that you can raise a family with, if that's something that you want, pile 3. I sense that you're a very loving individual. With the emotional balance card here and the fact that you've got the lime green arrow, this does indicate to me that you have a lot of love to give. And I think because you've been through the darkness and you're clawing your way out of it, you have so much more space to hold the light, so much love for other people. You really are a humanitarian, and I sense you really want to help other people out. And I do sense that that's something that you can do together with your partner. You may have some... this is a group that I see maybe dedicating a lot of time to charities or to services where you can be of service to other people in need. I think drawing upon the darkness that you've been through, always having hope that you'd be able to see the light one day, and now that you're coming out of it, you want to guide other people to the light. And I sense with this partner, who I think probably would have been through very similar experiences to you, the two of you together can do really quite amazing things. And Yeah, reach amazing goals. Beautiful. The emotional balance card always reminds me of the Ace of Cups, right? In the State of Tarot. Like, which is generally about self-love, but it's just a new love in general. Fresh love, new inspiration for life, a new passion. This person is just going to, I guess, reignite your love for life again, like that spark again within you, which I think is well deserved, pile 3. Moving on from that. Ooh, you have the Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move. Okay. And you have the full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Wait, there you go. So I was touching on this being a group that has really been through the dark night, or has had a very, very trialing and tough recent life, I think. Maybe your whole life has been quite hard. I do sense for you, pile 3, that it's taken you a long time to heal and to overcome any sort of dark experiences from your past. But you are most definitely getting there with the emotional balance card, all about coming from the dark into the light. And the full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. You're on your way to overcoming the darkness and starting to see the beauty in life again, starting to accept yourself for who you are, and seeing that all of those things that you went through are actually a blessing in disguise. And I do sense it when you're actually, as I mentioned earlier, feeling happy with who you are is when you're going to meet this person. But this may be someone that you already know. Pile 3. With the be bold and make the first move, the Cardinal Moon, I'm just picking up on either you've met this person already, or at least when you actually meet them, you're going to have to be the one that like extends your hands out, like is offering the olive branch or making the first move is what I'm getting. So I think you're going to have to be brave again, pile 3, and really put yourself out on a limb and let this person know how you feel about them. And that's the way that your miracles will start. I think maybe you're just going to fall head over heels for this person. They're going to be everything that you want and more. I do sense it'll almost be love at first sight, like instant attraction. I think when you meet this person, you'll kind of know straight off the bat. I am also seeing here too, because you have the Faith card, and also the colors here in the Cardinal Moon also is similar too with the rainbow, the rabbit spirit here. Lovely, beautiful, like purple, indigo, lilac colors. This group may associate with being very spiritual or quite religious. You've put faith in something bigger to help you get through your dark times, I'm assuming. So I do sense that maybe you've been like spending a lot of time in prayer and meditation, hoping to manifest a loving and, you know, compassionate, balanced relationship where you meet your soulmate or your divine counterpart, someone that matches you in all senses. And you've never given up faith on that pile 3. And I think because of it, the universe is answering your prayers and sending you someone that is far beyond anything that you could ever have imagined, which I think is really beautiful. But I do sense that maybe you're going to have to be the one to take the first move, right? Like getting really grounded when you meet this person and being very practical, telling them how you feel, letting them know that you're interested in them. And that, you know, you may want to have their babies, potentially. Many, many miracles I'm seeing. Pile 3. Maybe you want a large family. And if that's something you're after, I definitely see it in the cards here. Moving on from that, let's get some further messages for you from the Standard Rider-Waite Tarot deck about your future spouse. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile 3, who have really been through some troubling times, been through the darkness, and really deserve to be happy and meet someone that matches them and brings out the best in them, that allows miracles to flow in their life finally, leading them into the light too. Spirit, any further messages, please, for pile number 3? Maybe about how they might meet them or when they might meet them. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile 3? Oh, there's a card that's turned over here. Interesting. So the first card that came out is the Judgment in reverse. You also have the Knight of Wands in reverse. I still see that you're probably doing a bit of healing. Pile 3 with the Judgment card. You haven't quite yet come out of the darkness, I'm sensing. You haven't quite yet found that spark. Like, you're on the way, most definitely. You're noting that you have the full moon in Capricorn. End of a dark cycle approaches. This also indicates to me with these two cards that you haven't quite yet met your soulmate. That maybe this isn't someone you do know yet. Take what resonates again, pile 3. But I do see with the Judgment card here, in reverse, that this is somebody that I always like to think that cards that are in reverse like to hold the potential for that card, in a sense. Like, it's kind of like kinetic energy, I like to say. That energy is just sitting there waiting to be tapped into. So I am seeing with these two cards that when you meet this person, this is somebody that, with Judgment, the Judgment card here, which is all about your soul's purpose, right? It's a rebirth and starting to hand your life over to spirituality and to something greater than yourselves. I do sense that this is somebody that you're destined to meet, absolutely, I'm getting from the cards. And I also sense, as I mentioned earlier, that maybe you have some sort of humanitarian causes that you want to get involved in. You may want to be a service to humanity, because I sense you've probably both been through a really dark period in your life, and I think maybe you want to help other people come out of the darkness. Like, use your strong passion and will to guide other people on their own journey. So this is most definitely someone that not only I sense you're going to have a lot in common with, a lot of love to give, be very attracted to. I'm sensing someone that I sense you'll know straight off the bat that they are the person that you're meant to be with for the rest of your life, your spouse, right? But it's someone that I think maybe you have a similar, almost a twin flame sort of journey, I would say, pile 3. And I don't often talk about twin flame journeys. It's not something that I really tend to draw into too much, but the whole point of a twin flame journey is somebody that you can like complete your soul's mission with, right? And with the Judgment card here in reverse, I think you're tapping into something bigger than yourselves. When you meet this person, you'll realize that the two of you together can achieve amazing things and maybe dedicate yourself to a higher calling or to being of service to other people, because you also have the 6 of Pentacles here in the upright position, which is all about giving and taking, right? Giving and sharing your own wealth, your resources, what you've managed to accumulate in life, to people that are less fortunate than you and more in need of your resources and your know-how, in a sense. So I do sense that you'd be able to share your darkness with people and help them through too. You're going to have so much empathy and love for yourself and for other people when you manage to like really overcome whatever it is that you're going through right now, pile 3. You're almost there, I see, but there's still a little bit of healing to do. But you have an amazing future coming up with an amazing person that's just going to have very similar like outlooks on life to you and can achieve and can provide for you more than I think you've ever imagined that you could ever have in life, which I think is really beautiful, and you really deserve it, pile 3, because it hasn't been easy for you, I see. That's all I have for you. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's move on to pile 4. Hello, pile 4, with the lovely light blue, I should say, arrow. Let's find out all about your future spouse, about their personality, anything that Spirit wants us to know about them, maybe what they do for a living. We'll start with your oracle cards. Your first card is number 17, choice. Free will, courage, willpower, and change. Oh, you're number 16. Interesting. Choice. That's interesting. Look, you've got the card of choice, and it says choice in number 16. Assertiveness, empowerment, authenticity, personal boundaries card. Interesting. I think it's almost the same woman. Can you see that? It looks to me like it's the same woman, like as if she's just about to jump onto the horse's back. I'm noticing here that you've got a progression too. So these cards come next to each other, like number 16 and number 17, which I think is interesting. Both related to the solar plexus chakra there at the yellow. You have number 27, Fox Spirit, think on your feet. And you have number 61, the Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Okay, we'll start with those cards. Wow, fascinating. What I'm getting with the progression here, 16 to 17, I almost feel as if like you're on your way to meeting this person, pile 4. Like you're stepping up to getting close to meeting them, if that makes sense. Being on a journey. And I also am seeing with the personal boundaries and the choice card, I sense that your future spouse is somebody that will want a little bit of freedom, that they're probably somebody that likes to spend a lot of time on their own or likes to do a lot of things on their own. With the personal boundaries, this could talk about like maybe not so much putting up a wall or anything, but maybe just having just somebody that needs like their own downtime, likes to do things, likes to be in control of their own life in a sense. So I do sense what I'm getting from the cards is that maybe, and take what resonates, powerful. Remember not to get triggered by it. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. But I'm just sensing a relationship that may be an open relationship, if that's what you're looking for. Somebody that you don't necessarily need to spend all of your time with. You may also be, your future spouse may also be somebody that lives in a different house to you. Somebody that, you know, likes to spend time on their own. I just get from the cards here, especially with the choice card, it says free will, willpower, that this is someone that doesn't necessarily need a relationship to make them feel better or to complete them. And I think that's the most beautiful relationship of all, right? When you are happy with who you are at your own core and in love with yourself and love the life that you're living in your own right, then that person is radiating so much positive energy and has so much love to give too, I see with the Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. So even though I see that this is somebody that maybe wants to spend a lot of time on their own, may actually be seeking an open relationship, or maybe somebody that just like lives in a different bedroom to you, or lives in a different house or something like that, they are a very loving and giving individual. So I sense that when they're with you, they're going to be very, very attentive and affectionate. I also see this person being highly intelligent with the fox spirit here and think on your feet, indicating that they're quite instinctive. Foxes are very intelligent creatures, know how to outwit their prey in a sense. And yeah, I get a playful energy from this person also. So I sense that when they're actually around you and they're spending time with you, powerful, they're very, very intently focused on your own needs. They're a very giving individual. Very playful too. They bring out the best in you, I think. Interesting. I'm also sensing too for you, powerful, with the personal boundaries card and the woman, she almost looks as if she's trying to sneak away from somebody. She's avoiding something. And with the fox spirit here, think on your feet, I just get a feeling that you're going to meet this person when you least expect it. And I have a feeling that that's not too far around the corner. So keep an eye out in a sense. Not to say that you'll be blindsided, but I just think this person will come into your life at a time when maybe you're not looking for a relationship. Maybe when you're focusing on your own career or your own life and your own goals, this is someone that will sort of come in and like take you by surprise in a sense. And I think the fact that they want their own personal freedom really matches the person that you are too. So as I mentioned, I sense that you'll probably meet them when you're focused on other things in life. So that kind of works well for you in a sense that you don't need to dedicate all of your time to them. They won't necessarily be your number one priority. But most definitely when you're with each other, you are each other's priority, which I think is really beautiful. Interesting. Moving on from that. You're at the full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. And you have the waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay. What I'm seeing from these cards, especially with the full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. Noting that you've also got two cards here related to your solar plexus chakra about taking control of your life, being in charge, like living your own dreams out in a sense. I really think that maybe you're a career-oriented individual, or at least there's certain things in life that you want to achieve potentially before you get married or you meet your soulmate or your loved one, your future spouse, powerful, that you have some choices to make, but I think maybe you want to go down the road of actually like fulfilling your own dreams and desires first is what I'm getting, especially with Taurus here in the bull, taking charge in a sense. But what I see from the cards too is that this individual, I think, will actually be a blessing in disguise, because I have a feeling they're going to be somebody that actually empowers you to take charge of a life even more than you could have. Somebody that has a lot of advice to give, somebody that really supports you on your journey, that loves and supports the things that you want to achieve also. So I do sense that they are, you know, a divine counterpart in the sense that they probably want similar things to you, or at least want you to be the best person in your own right that you can be before you commit to the relationship, in a sense, is what I'm getting. But I also see here too, as I mentioned earlier, noting that you've got the cards of 16 and 17, a progression there. And the energy is gaining momentum. I almost feel like you're on the verge of meeting this person, as I mentioned earlier, when you least expect it. So if I were you, powerful, I'd really just try and pay attention to these people that you meet randomly on the street, or like chance encounters when you're out at the shops or out having dinner with friends or something like that. Because they're going to take your breath away and there'll be a surprise, I think. But I also see too with the full moon in Taurus, Taurians being ruled by Venus, which is all about sensuality, aesthetics and beauty. I do sense that this person's going to be quite attractive. I'm drawn to the woman here in the personal boundaries card. She looks quite attractive to me, I think. But they're also someone that I think really enjoys the finer aspects of life. I have a feeling they're going to be very, very career focused, and that's probably why they need a lot of downtime, a lot of time on their own. Because they have goals that they want to achieve too, and I sense you kind of like have that in common. You match each other out in that aspect. But because they're so career oriented and they've done so well in their own life, I think they're going to have a lot of money and wealth behind them. I'm getting with the full moon in Taurus here, and probably somebody that likes to go out and like do fine dining, likes the arts, is into like, you know, things that are beautiful and enjoying the finer aspects of life, which I think is really nice. Good on you, powerful. But also, as I mentioned earlier, a very giving, loving and compassionate individual. Someone that I sense probably will share their wealth with those in need too. Like a humanitarian in a sense. Wants to empower other people to be the best version of themselves, and helps you to be the best version of yourself, and vice versa I'm sensing too for you, powerful. Interesting. Moving on from that, let's get some further messages for you from the common Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number 4, who I sense are getting very close to meeting this person, their future spouse, without even actually realizing that maybe they want it right now, or, oh gosh, there you go. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a soulmate card. This is your soulmate, somebody that balances you out, somebody that has a similar vision to you. Doesn't necessarily have to be involved in every aspect of your life, but someone that supports you in your goals and your biggest dreams and desires. Someone that's coming to you very, very soon. A lot of love to give too, a very empathetic, like compassionate and supporting individual I'm seeing. Beautiful card. I love when that happens. Any further messages, please, Spirit? Oh, they're just flying out of the deck for you. Wow, this is really interesting. Okay, we'll stop there. I didn't even really need to shuffle the cards. So you've got 5 cards that have come out. The next card is the High Priestess. You have the Queen of Pentacles, right? Beautiful. As I mentioned, the Queen of Pentacles is very motherly and nurturing and likes to support other people in need, really cares for the people around her and cares for people that are less fortunate than her, has so much like empathy for people that really are struggling in life and wants to lift other people up and bring out the best in other people. So this is just the energy of the card too. And I think this person, that your future spouse, embodies the Queen of Pentacles in the sense that they're going to be very, very compassionate and like a humanitarian that has achieved a lot in their own right? Very successful, has a lot of wealth behind them, I'm sensing. but just wants to share that wealth with people that are less fortunate than themselves. You have the Five of Swords. And you notice how there's the Six of Wands too. They've all come out in the upright position, which is really interesting. As I mentioned earlier, pile 4, I just think you're going to meet this person when you least expect it, because you're in a place now where I think you're probably working towards your own bigger dreams and desires. Like you're focusing on your career, you're trying to set yourself up, you've got your own goals that you want to achieve. And I do see that you're on the way to actually achieving it with the Six of Wands, like recognition, right? Having success. But I sense that when you meet this person, you can almost have an inkling that this is the person that's meant to like support you on your journey, to be your divine counterpart in a sense. The High Priestess is all about intuition, right? Having an inner knowing that this is somebody that like you're meant to share the rest of your life with the Two of Cups here, which is really, really beautiful. I am also seeing too, right, with the High Priestess, the B and the J, which I can't really remember right now what that stands for, but it's almost like yin and yang. You balance each other out. Like you have in each other what the other person needs to be more successful in life. I think the lessons that you've both experienced and the knowledge and experience that you've garnered through your life really supports each other out, and yeah, leads you to being both more successful in your own right on your own individual journeys, which I think is really lovely. With the Five of Swords here, though, this does indicate that sometimes maybe, I just sense that maybe you will have some arguments and disagreements, but that's really not something to be worried about, I think, pile 4. Like, you've got your soulmate coming. With so much passion between you, arguments are almost inevitable. But I do sense there's a lot of love here between you. And I think this is really beautiful. It's a really beautiful reading. Keep an eye out for someone that takes your breath away when you least expect it, is what I'm getting for you, pile 4. And you never know what the future holds. That's all I have for you. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.